Happy Friday, beautiful ones. It has been a long time since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do one today, and I hope that this message, hopefully under 10 minutes, will give you a little bit of hope. We were faced in our city with a complete school closure for the district. And without getting into the details of it, I understand why they did it. However, it brings up a great point again today. To find the blessing or find the curse. It's a choice for either one, right? So instead of looking at this from a negative aspect of why things are the way they are in our world today, I'm going to choose to see the beauty in having my 17-year-old or almost 17-year-old home a day before the holidays, right? Kind of nice. I'll cut my workday short and we'll spend some time together. So, there was a couple acronyms for the word fear that kept running through my mind this morning when I was leaving the house. And those are fear everything and repeat, or face everything and rise. And through each of our own personal human experiences, we're going to be forced to choose fear or to face fear. The only antithesis to fear is courage. And courage, my friends, is learned. Some people have more than others, and some people are presented with lessons throughout their life to teach them courage and trust. And by trust, I mean trust in Source, trust in God. It is until we've achieved that full trust that we can eliminate fear from controlling us. And I had to ask myself, how long? How long are humans going to subscribe and choose fear? Y'all know what the spinning circle of doom is? That's what I refer to the little spinning disc on my computer or my phone when something's not loading and you're forced to wait. Spinning wheel of doom. If we took every moment that we're spinning like this, and instead of engaging in something outside of ourselves, some sort of programming, because everything that is inundated at us is a program. It's a channel outside of our channel directly to God. If we take those pause moments and we connect to God, true heart connection to God, we find our answers, we find our courage, we face fear. Every second that we subscribe to something outside of ourselves, we lose the opportunity to connect through our heart to God. 5 minutes on your phone. 10-minute break time at lunch, 20-minute break time at lunch. I don't know, how long do people eat? I eat while I'm working, so I don't know. Sit and scroll on your phone, or eliminate all that stuff and have a conversation with God. Conversation with Source. We fear because we choose to. If we truly trusted God, we would not fear. Our best interest is at heart all the time. I've not yet figured out how or what it's going to take people who are subscribing to the messages and the programming that we're getting to wake up to the fact that it is not for their greater good. It's the words they use. It's for your greater good. It's for the good of everybody. It's for your safety. No, it's for your control. Let's get it straight. They're controlling how you are. And you're giving them the consent. Don't believe it's rocket science to know this, but maybe it is. Nor do I wish to insult anybody. But you know, God said be salt and light. I'm shaking shit up today. I shake it up a lot, actually. I used to get some grief for that when I was younger, and I subdued it. And I would dismiss those thoughts that would come. They come like this. I don't even think about it. They're just there and they're out of my mouth. Which is a reason why I should pause before I do some of it. And I have learned to do that. And if that thought doesn't leave, I know it's got to come out. And the thought today was talk about fear and talk about connection to God and the pause that we receive in those moments of spinning. Because if you're spinning, you're staying in one space. You're not moving. Right? Energy moves. Energy doesn't stop. It goes over, around, through, but it exists. It never ends. And if it's not affecting you, it'll affect the next person through choice. So we can stay on this spinning wheel and focus for a while, and then we can choose our direction. And some people will choose to spin going down. Others will choose to spin going up. And if every lesson presented to us in our lifetime is put there so that we rise just a little bit more every time, imagine humanity's ability to create from a space of love rather than a space of hate. The messages that you're receiving, ask yourself, is it a message of fear? Is it a message of control? What is the purpose of the message? What is the purpose? If it's forcing you to stay in a holding pattern or to push you down, don't think that the vibration or the frequency of the message is a good one. Face everything and rise, or fear everything and repeat. Over and over and over and over, this will happen until we learn courage. And as soon as we learn courage, we move. We move mountains. We leave jobs that never served us, and we create new ones from our unique personal gifts, our skills, our talents. It's not it's not a coincidence that you were given something special. We each have a role to play. And it wasn't to be a robot in a factory working for somebody else. It wasn't begrudging a 9-to-5 job every day. That's not living. And believe you me, the choices that our family made have freed us from a lot of the control of that kind of world, the corporate world. Having a business does not mean that you don't have challenges and things and are not controlled by outside sources, because you are, a little bit, but you have some freedom. And if there's so many places in this world that are forcing people to choose, change yourself, change you for me, you really have to think about what you're doing. If somebody wants you to change to fit their job description, perhaps it's time that you choose you. Is there fear involved in that? Heck yeah, a whole lot of it. That's where the trust comes in. It's scary to do something not normal. Not like everyone else in this world. It's scary. But it is the most rewarding thing when you reach the freedom. And that's not the only freedoms that we get to choose. There's more. We can create a society where instead of teaching or showing or telling everyone to fear, we empower everyone to be more. More than basic. More than what they ever dreamed they could possibly be. Build shelters for the homeless? Fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, how do we empower them to become more? We heal traumas. We heal hurt. We teach people how to heal themselves. We hold their hand in the beginning, but eventually we have to let people go and do it for themselves. Currently, we live in a world where the powers that be, want you to put your trust in them, not in yourself. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why go get another one of these? Why keep wearing this? You know, this is probably my biggest trigger. More than anything out of this whole pandemic, this was my trigger. It still is. And I'll tell you, you were not born into this world requiring this. In fact, the reason you exist today is breath. Yes, your heart beats, but if you don't have oxygen, you don't exist. Your body can go without food, it can go without water, it cannot go without breath. Without your brain shutting down. This is the single most thing that makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's bringing me to tears right now. For people to think and to be persuaded into viewing that as a safety mechanism is obscene in my mind. This is such a deep knowing within me. You need oxygen. To hide studies and to bury information about why this isn't good, in my opinion, to censor all that information, there's a reason for it. Because if you don't have enough oxygen to your brain, you don't think properly. You can't make a connection to Source. Literally, one of the most powerful parts of prayer and meditation is breath work. As soon as you learn breath work, I can't even explain. You have to experience it for yourself. To block that ability, in my mind, is pure wrong. Have a good sit down with yourself today and ask why. And if I triggered you, you're welcome. And you don't have to listen to me. That's the beauty of this stuff. You could just turn it off, unfollow me, whatever. It's not going to hurt me. I just know that this message was here in my heart today and had to go. How long? Why? Do I want to live? Like, really live? Be living, not just surviving? Blessings, beautiful ones. Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy the holiday time. Take time to love. Take time to be joyous. Take time to choose joy. Choose your loved ones. Be kind to them. Be kind to yourself. God's blessings.